Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that have been following us on this trip, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it and we hope our videos help in some way if you're planning to travel soon. As the sun rose on our first morning in Istanbul, wow, did the city show itself off? The skies were dramatic, but as we learned yesterday, Istanbul gives you all 4 seasons in one day. So, umbrellas and warm jackets in hand, we were ready. But first, time for a traditional Turkish breakfast buffet at the Sura Hagia. We were greeted with such a warm welcome, and as always with buffets, it's a bit of a challenge for us since we don't eat beef or pork for religious reasons. That's usually a disadvantage for us. But here, the spread was still impressive. There were cereals, fresh breads, cold cuts, desserts, and omelets made to order. What really stood out for me, though, was how they served honey. Not in a jar, not in a bowl, but the whole honeycomb. That's a first for me. With breakfast done, it was time to hit the streets and start exploring. A short walk later, the majestic blue mosque was already in sight, and before we knew it, we were on the bustling main street. Quick observation. Have you noticed these streets? They're not just paved with normal cement bricks, like back home in South Africa. These are granite blocks. I can only imagine how quickly those would disappear if they were laid out back home. Now, before we could go exploring properly, we needed something essential, an Istanbul card. The Istanbul card is basically your golden ticket for getting around the city. It's a rechargeable smart card that works on almost all forms of public transport: trams, buses, ferries, the metro, and even some funiculars. Instead of buying single tickets for each ride, you just tap your card and go. You can get it from the yellow kiosks, machines at major stations, or small shops around town. Load it with credit, and you're set. It's cheaper than buying individual tokens. And if you're traveling as a family, you can even share one card by tapping it multiple times. I grabbed mine from a kiosk near Sultanahmet station. It was quick, simple, and honestly kind of fun figuring it out. By the time we had our cards, the weather had already changed. Sun gone, clouds rolling in. But that didn't stop us. We were full of energy, excitement, and determination to explore. Our first ride, the T1 tram, from Sultanahmet station to Eminönü station, which is the stop for the Spice Bazaar. The experience blew me away. Easy, simple, safe, and super clean. No smells, no chaos, and honestly, a lot of fun. Back home in South Africa, I've never actually taken a tram or a train of any sort. Sitting there, I couldn't help but feel a little less fortunate. This system really makes you realize how efficient public transport can be. And just like that, we were there. The moment we stepped off, we were greeted with an explosion of color, energy, and aromas at the Spice Bazaar. Every corner pulls your attention. Bright stalls overflowing with spices, teas, Turkish delight, dried fruits, nuts, and souvenirs. The air is filled with the scent of cinnamon, saffron, and roasted nuts. It's overwhelming, but in the best way. It's one of Istanbul's most famous landmarks, the Spice Bazaar, also known as the Egyptian Bazaar. Built in the 1600s, this marketplace has been a trading hub for centuries, especially for merchants bringing in exotic goods from the east. Look around and you'll see pyramids of spices: paprika, turmeric, cumin, and of course saffron, the most precious of them all. Saffron is the most expensive spice here. Some shops even create their own secret blends for kebabs, meat rubs, or traditional Ottoman dishes. Then there's the Turkish delight. Mountains of it in every flavor you can imagine. Rose, pistachio, pomegranate, even chocolate covered. Fun fact: this sweet has been around since the 1700s, created to impress a sultan's palace. Many shops will offer you a free sample. Just be ready, because once you taste, they'll try to sell you a whole box. It's not just sweets. You'll find dried figs, apricots, and dates stacked high. These were once the snacks of travelers and traders, seen as energy food for long journeys. And of course, nuts like pistachios and hazelnuts, which you'll also find in baklava and desserts all over Turkey. Don't miss the tea and coffee stalls. Turkey is one of the biggest tea drinking countries in the world. You'll see their famous black tea served everywhere in tulip-shaped glasses. Tourists love apple tea, but locals stick to the strong stuff. And Turkish coffee? It's thick, rich, and unfiltered. There's even a tradition where fortune tellers read your future from the grounds left in the cup. Beyond food, the bazaar also shines with souvenirs. Handmade lamps, mosaic glass, ceramics, scarves, jewelry. The hanging lanterns in particular make the whole place feel magical, like you've stepped into another world. Now, a quick tip. Bargaining is expected here. The first price is almost never the last. If something costs 200 lira, don't be shy to offer 120 or 150 and work from there. They expect it. But watch out for little tricks too, like being handed extra bags after you've agreed on a price or paying by weight with a heavier bowl. Just stay alert and you'll be fine. Still, what makes this place so special isn't just the shopping, it's the atmosphere. The calls of the shopkeepers, the vibrant stalls, the history in these walls. Even if you don't buy a single thing, walking through here is an experience on its own. Back home in South Africa, we have markets, but nothing quite like this. The scale, the energy, it makes you realize how trade and culture connect people across the world. Honestly, I don't even know where to look half the time. Everything is glittering and colorful. After spending time here, you understand why it's called the Spice Bazaar. It's not just a market, it's a living piece of Istanbul's soul, where history, culture, and food all blend together. And that brings us to the end of our Spice Bazaar adventure. From the colors to the aromas to the history, this place truly captures the heart of Istanbul. But our day isn't over yet. This was just part 1. So stay tuned for part 2 of day 1, where we take the metro to Taksim, explore the famous Istiklal Street, and of course, try out some legendary Turkish baklava along with other sweet treats you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.